Hello, my name is Francine Gascoyne. I'm the Community Health Nurse Clinical Lead with the New Channels Tribal Council, and I would like to acknowledge that we're on the traditional territory of the Tsishaut First Nation. In light of the coronavirus, I would like to give an update on behalf of the NTC Nursing Department. So what is the novel coronavirus? We do have other types of coronaviruses. However, this is a new type, the COVID-19. And so what is the COVID-19? There are signs and symptoms of fever, cough, difficulty breathing are the main signs and symptoms. The coronavirus is it's transmitted through droplets and contact. So if a person coughs and doesn't cover their mouth when they sneeze or cough, and we come into contact with it, if we're touching any surfaces and then go and touch our eyes, our nose, or our mouth, that is how viruses enter our body. And so the key messages that we're giving is being diligent with your hand washing for 20 seconds, singing happy birthday as you're hand washing, and then do not touch your eyes, your nose, or your mouth. And the reason for that is how viruses enter our body. And also keeping in mind that we are in the middle of the cold and influenza season. However, the safety precaution is we're asking people to stay at home if they're experiencing any symptoms of, say if it's just a cold virus, but still to stay at home, do not go to work, do not go to school, or children not to go to daycare. The recommendations that are being given by the Provincial Health Officer, Dr. Bonnie Harry, is that there is to be no mass events that exceed 250 people. So those are the recommendations that we're giving out to our New Channels communities, is do not have any mass events that exceed 250 people. And the other recommendation that's been given is they're strongly advising people not to travel outside of Canada. And if we do have anyone that's traveling outside of Canada, when they return home, the recommendation is that they isolate for 14 days. And the 14 days is the incubation period for the coronavirus. So if somebody has come in contact, that's when the signs and symptoms will appear within that 14-day period. Going back to those key messages are social distancing. What does social distancing look like? Refraining from handshaking, giving hugs, and having that close contact with one another. And I do acknowledge that goes against our values of who we are, but we would like to reinforce that these are all safety precautions for each of us to take, and that in regards to limiting the spread of this coronavirus, it's a whole community effort. We each all have a role to play in this, and for all of us to be on the same page. Currently in BC, there are 53 cases of the coronavirus, with one of them being on Vancouver Island. And right now, the province of BC is taking every safety measure to prevent the transmission of the coronavirus. I do acknowledge in some of the conversations that I've had with our New Channels community members, it is bringing up the history of the impacts that communicable diseases have had on our people. And I encourage everyone, have those conversations with one another, debrief with one another, reach out, and also keep in mind that we're a strong people, we're a resilient people, and we're still here moving forward in a good way.